Hello, Tatiana.
Hello, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much for coming. I know you're super busy, and so I really respect you taking time out your day to come down and do this. So for everyone watching, please introduce yourself and what do you do?
So, my name is Tatiana Vishnevskaya. I'm the founder of MME Media.
Fantastic. And how long have you had this company?
I would say already for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what was it that made you form it?
The thing is, all my life, I have been working in the media. So my path started since 2005. I'm in the media. I have been reading political and economic news back in Moscow. And my audience was more than 100 million people, you can imagine, yeah? And also I have been a brand voice for the commercial radio stations. So basically I'm in the media all my life. Yeah.
Was it something that you wanted to do as a child, get into media?
As a child, I would love to be an actress.
Okay.
Because, you know, for my mother's line, all the women in the family are actresses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, actresses and teachers at the university. So, yeah.
And so let me ask you then, as a child wanting to be an actress, who were some of your favorite actresses at the time? Who was inspiring you to become an actress?
The thing is, I don't have anything or anyone who is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm always fascinated with the people who can reach you emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they can arise any emotions, and you see that this performance is very true to life. This is, I don't know, this is a masterpiece.
And what were some of your favorite movies then growing up?
I was watching everything and a lot just to pick, to understand, to have the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I avoid horror movies.
Me too.
I don't like to watch anything relating to human sufferings.
Mm-hmm.
No. Of course, sometimes you watch, yeah. There are a lot of things which are heartbreaking, but I try not to because I'm too much sensitive person, you know.
I agree with you on the horror, you know.
Yeah, horror.
Horror
no.
does nothing for me.
You know, there is a joke. Watch a horror movie and you will be, how it's said, 100% sure that you are not at home alone.
But very true.
So this is a humorous note, but how it's said, I avoid everything what is connected to negativity. No.
Okay.
Even when we were taught, before I started working in the media, yeah, I have 3 high educations. So my first education is linguistic. I'm a teacher of American and English literature, and I'm a linguist. This is first. The second, I'm a professional TV presenter. And the third one, so I graduated from the Moscow Academy. So I can be a top media manager. I can be a CEO of a company, of the whole TV station, yeah. But I have chosen another way. So I came to Dubai and I started my own media.
Now, when you were in the media, you were one of the top presenters, correct?
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
And I wanted to ask, how did your journey in the media begin? What was one of your first steps into that?
I was working on First Channel as a creative producer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of the creative producers, and we were getting ready the programs, the heroes, yeah, for a TV presenter. And then Business FM radio station invited me to work as a radio presenter. Mm-hmm. The thing is, there were so many females working on the radio station, and one of them got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they invited me to host news, but the news were not just general news. They were economic news, which is, I didn't have education for that. And I remember when I came to the radio station and they said, if you feel that you are ready, yeah, if you're ready. And I had, at this moment, I had basic news. I was trading on the market, yeah. So I knew what is Forex and other things, yeah. But I came to the, how it's said, top presenters, top economists at the radio station. There were 2 or 3, and they were older than me, I think, like more than 15 and 20 years. So they were quite mature on the market. There were huge traders in Moscow. So the level was very high. But I understood that when you are on the air, you don't have to know everything, because the market is very, it changes a lot, yeah? By the way you come to the studio, from the green, it can be red, yeah? Or it can be neutral, you never know, or how it's said. So basically I understood, as I'm a very structured person, I said, guys, please help me, give me a guide. So write me about what I should, what I should mention. Yeah, and I had this guideline. And when I came to the studio, I just was observing the markets. So I understood. I'm talking about the, first of all, which kind of platforms are opening. Yeah. Then we were looking over oil. Yeah. Oil, then different futures, and this is easy, yeah. And then the second part was to observe companies and corporations. So, but this was prepared. So then I went to the studio after observing the markets, and I was reading about these companies. So this is easy.
And this was on the radio?
And this is on the radio, yeah. So from the first channel, being as a creative producer, I started to be a radio presenter. And then after that, I was invited to TV.
How was the transition between radio and television?
I love both. But the thing is, when you're working in the media, in general, in the media, yeah, you have to be very well prepared. Yeah, we had a lot of tutors. We had a lot of disciplines that we had, to develop every day. We had to look after our voice. Yeah, because our voices are very sensitive, and we had to sign in the contracts and avoid many things as well. We could not do the figure skating, horse riding, and to go down to the metro and use any public transport, because you can catch a cold very fast, you know, and you will be out of the business. But if you've done something like this, so I had my tutor at the Bolshoi Theater, where I came to her and she fixed my voice like from zero. You know, I couldn't speak. Just suddenly when you lose your voice, this is the main disaster, you know?
Do you know, now that you say that, I've obviously watched the news for decades, and I've never, you take it for granted that it's the same person day after day after day after day. And you never think about them, like say, getting ill, getting sick, and for you to say it's contracted, that you have to protect yourself massively.
Correct. Plus, this is not entertainment. I would say people who are working in the news, this is the hardest profession, because you have to be like in the army, and you have to live like according to the clock. You wake up at this time, you eat at this time, so everything is super structured. And plus, you don't have to have any distractions, because you handle the work of 40 people, yeah? 16 people are writing the text for you, the editors. Then we have the chef editor. Then we have the technical team. So basically, all these people are working for you to come and present. So you have to be serious enough. Don't have any distractions, not to have any distractions, correct? And be respectful to your team, yeah? Because many people think, it's easy to be on TV. No, it is not. So it's a big work. This is army. Yeah.
And you're reading off auto cue, correct?
Once again?
So when you read the news, you're looking at the camera, there's the auto cue, it's your...
Yes, we have.
And I wanted to ask, so there's a couple of questions I wanted to ask with that, which is, how difficult is it to read the auto cue, deliver the... In the beginning, I'm sure after time you totally understand it, but how difficult was it to adjust to sort of reading the lines, but also making sure you're delivering it in the correct way? Because when you're reading the news, you can't really show too many emotions, because is that correct? Or Because they never smile after they don't. When you read it, they say something serious and then they look serious, and then you sort of switch to the VT video.
But the thing is, you are working on automated, modes. I would say you are not taking this personally, because you are, how it's said, to deliver the info, not to show your personal attitude. This is the thing. So,
and I also wanted to ask, when you have, like you said, 100 million viewers.
Yeah.
This is a lot
viewers. Yeah.
This is a lot of people. How did you feel at that level? Knowing that every day, there's an expectation from an audience that size. Was there a lot of pressure for you, or did you just take it all in your stride?
This is not about depression. This is about how responsible you are. And I think my background, my family, because I'm coming from a military family.
Okay.
All the men in my family, my father, my grandmother, great father, they were in the military on a very high positions, And as children, we were treated to be very organized. This is on the one hand, and to be very responsible. So, for example, if you said, let's meet at 12, I will come at 11:30. And nothing will change, And I will come from my house maybe even earlier, to, to show respect for you. Because in my mind, it doesn't go. So if I will be late or something will happen, for me, this is like, this is respect.
It's very nice to meet somebody that sees punctuality as respect, as I do too, which is...
So this is, you see, Samuel, this is from the childhood. Plus, in my family, we were playing sports a lot. And like from 4 years, my mother took me to gymnastics. Then I was taken to the figure skating, swimming. So I was organized emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, and physically as well. So basically, when you are organized, you feel like you're living normal life. So I don't understand the opposite. So this is one. Plus, you have to be blessed to get best trainers and best tutors. Because without them, you can get out of the line. Yeah, you've heard. Like some sportsmen, they say, oh, I need a good agent and I need a good trainer. Yeah.
You see, yes.
Because they put you in the line.
There have been, I mean, I could name many, many occasions where of top sportsmen that were going on a fantastic trajectory. You see it a lot in boxing, where they're doing very well and then they break up with their trainer. You also see it in tennis, where they break up with their coach and suddenly they can't get it back.
Samuel, don't forget there are two types of sports: team sport and individual sport. And individual sport, these are the problems that you mentioned. So when they break up with the trainer, all their career is finished. Yeah, because when you are in the team, you can help. Yeah, especially in the football, and even even the sportsmen in team sport, they're different in comparison to the sportsmen which are doing the individual. Like tennis, they have a lot of mental issues that they need to cope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. What are some of the lessons that some of your great tutors in sport when you were younger sort of taught? Is there like one or two that stick out for you where you've never forgotten, and you carry it through to today?
There is one at school that I've never forgotten, because I wanted to be a surgeon.
Okay.
But I had some kind of strange attitude from, from my teacher in mathematics. So she killed all my passion to that, By the age of 5, I read all the medical encyclopedia. So I was curing everyone. If anyone had a cut or something, so I was curing all the animals, all my friends. I was bringing hot tea. So this kind of care, the thing is, I'm a very giving person. And I, for example, I can imagine myself dedicating to people. I love people so much, you know. Without this feeling, you have to be an inborn with this feeling to give. Yeah. And I like spending time with people, and I like to bring value to people. So, and I like when they feel better. For example, when you meet someone, yeah, and he or she is a little bit not comfortable, feeling not well. So the first thing I'm thinking, what happened to you? What kind of pain you have? And when you soothe this pain, you see the person changes, because there are no good people, no bad people. This is the thing, what people face, you know, and how we can soothe them. So this is the thing of us being human. Yeah, correct.
And is that, like I said, you said that you had a teacher that killed your ambitions for mathematics, and
Exactly.
is that what you got through that? Is that she sort of gave you a big negative vibe about mathematics?
It's
that
not
pulled
about
you.
mathematics. It's about attitude. How she was addressing to pupils in the class, and I didn't like it.
I think you're right there. I think that people take for granted sometimes that when you're at school, how you get spoken to. You know, I don't know. I had a teacher on here. We were talking about the schooling system, sort of in a kind of global sense, and how much it's changed. And it must be very difficult to be a teacher because kids can be very troublesome. But I also think, as you say, I think it's very important that teachers understand how they convey. I had teachers that you didn't, even though you're a child, you don't like them. You know, you felt that their classes were, I don't know.
Samuel, we're not dolls that we will like,
Yeah.
you know, but at least you have to show respect. If someone doesn't match, leave him live, you know, let him live as it is. So, but don't do any negative things. So.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. Plus, you also, like many psychologists say, you have to do this rapport. You remember this Avatar movie? Yeah?
Yes.
When you meet someone, it's not nice when you jump on someone and start asking, you know, like you're shooting him from the gun, you know, like very fast, blah, blah, blah. So calm, stay with the person, give some minutes so they can adjust to your energy. Because, you know, some people, they have energy that kills, you know.
Well, funnily enough,
we're
doing it now. You know, this is exactly the.
What are we doing, Samuel?
Well,
we're get.
Well, so the thing is that the nature of long form podcasting is that, especially when you're not having edits or scripts or anything like this, is that the first 10 to 15 minutes of it is where, you know, you do relax and you do start to talk to each other and you do build a rapport with each other. And you're 100% correct. You can't just pounce. You know.
No.
And I've had many guests where the first 10, 15 minutes you can see that everybody's just kind of relaxing, you know.
Exists.
Which is nice.
Exists.
So you were coming to the end. What was it in your media career then? Was there a moment where you thought, okay, right, I need to transition now, you know?
This is the most interesting part, you know, and all these transition periods and how you will accept it in this role, then another, because, you know, we're very much comfortable with what we have, especially when I was working on a federal channel, RBC TV. Yeah, so this is like BBC, this is like NBC. It's a huge channel. And you get used to your team, to people, so they become like your family, yeah. Once, I felt something is changing in the air. I did not know that I will stop my career. But I felt that the changes are already in the air, and you will be surprised. After my shift, after the evening news, I was a primetime TV presenter. My friends asked me to join them for the horse racing. The thing is, I didn't understand anything, nothing about horses and races as well. So we went for the horse race. and Emirates Airlines and Jumeirah Group were two hospitality groups who were the main sponsors. I did not understand anything about horse race, and I was giving, everyone was giving to put, I don't know how it's called till now. We're living in the UAE. To how it's at, to choose the horses that will win.
Yes, yeah.
So and my horse brought two main prizes. And that was so much surprising because people were looking at me, and I had two main prizes. You know, there was a huge raffle draw, and I picked like two pieces of paper, opened, and I had round trip to Dubai, first class, and plus I could stay in Jumeirah for two people for 10 days.
Nice.
Another one for 10 days to travel through Dubai to how it's at Maldives, to stay in the Tavili hotel, also Jumeirah, for 10 days. At that moment, I had a divorce process. So basically, and all my girlfriends, they were with their husbands. So I had no one with whom I can travel. Okay. Just I'm sitting in the airplane, first time in my life in 2013, and going to Dubai. I was more into Europe, you know, into going to Courchevel, into going to different museums in summer, going to Italy, you know, these kind of things. And now I'm in Dubai. You know, when I stepped out of the aircraft, it was like in slow motion, you know? It was like in the movie. So I like the atmosphere. I like this wood scents, everything. Plus, it was super clean. This is what I like in the surgery, Samuel.
Yes. No, it is. It's remarkably clean here.
Yeah, remarkably clean. So I decided, so like Oscar Wilde said, I deserve nothing but the best. Yeah. So, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm a classic lady. Everything matches. Let's go. So I stayed at the hotel. Then I went back home. And I decided I went to the Emirates Airlines and I changed all my first and business class tickets to Economy Plus. And I was flying to the UAE complimentary for half a year, which gave me the chance to explore everything, and to start a business.
Okay. So you came here, like say, by chance.
By chance.
And fell in love with the place.
Yeah.
And so you went back and just went, I'm done.
You know, the thing is...
in a respectful way.
For creative people, we are a little bit different. You know, we think different. We feel, how it's said, the sounds. We feel different things in a different way. So I felt in love with this place, you know, when you fell in love with someone, and that was same.
So what were your first steps when you got here to building this business?
The thing is, don't forget, I have been a TV presenter all my life. And plus, I was the first generation of the entrepreneurs. I had entrepreneurial spirit through all my life, but I did not have an example, correct? So, and it was a little bit difficult because in 2013, to set up a business, it was very difficult. Now, to set up a business in the UAE, it's very easy. We have so many agents, we have so many licensed consultants, and companies who can help. But at this time, it was very difficult. So I was sitting, but the thing is, you know, I had a very economic mind, and I remember myself sitting on the balcony and calculating. Minus salary for the driver, minus winter tires, minus 5 furs, minus 5 boots, you know, everything what we have in the cold country, because I'm coming from a cold country. So I had so many benefits. And then I thought, so if I'm optimizing the cost, so I need to start a business and deliver. But the thing is, my level of English is not for the UK TV, and this is obvious. Plus, podcasting and all the things were not so much popular, correct?
No.
So basically, what I have done, we set up a company with a license that gave me to work digitally. So we were creating websites, logos, and marketing for the corporate business. So the thing is, what I knew, absolutely true, that I do not want to work with individuals. I would like to work with the companies. Why? So next day when I arrived to Dubai, I set up my visit to our ambassador. And I said, let us do a deal. You introduce me to the corporate clients here, yeah? And I will host all the ambassador evenings, yeah? And these are like 100 people. This is for me, this is fine. So I started hosting concerts. We started doing marketing for the company. So like step by step, I grew my company. Then we added the licenses to the business. We added digital. And yeah.
Was it being a well-known, let's say, Russian media, celebrity is the right word? Is that the right word? Did that make things easier for you or harder?
Easier, of course. Because you have trust from top business people. I had so many politicians and top businessmen coming for the interview besides the news. So people had trust. And of course, when I was here, they came to me, they asked how to set up a business, any question related to this topic. So of course, yeah.
And was
much
there,
more easier.
Was there a different amount of pressure from having a job where, like you said, there's a big team around you, you're reading, they're writing, you sit down, you look, you read off, you read the news, it finishes, you kind of go, to now, like you say, pretty much doing a similar thing, but then as owning the company, delivering on the company standards and yourself as well. Was it an easy transition to make pressure-wise?
No, it was very difficult.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was so difficult because you have to select the people, you have to run the business, and I found myself in the operations. When you have to be a visionary and drive the company forward, you just get sink in the operations. And this is the most difficult thing. This is like the bugs are eating all the butterflies.
Okay.
You are not...
Wow.
Yeah, all
a
your
great
bugs
phrase.
in the head, eating all your butterflies. So, of course, you're losing a lot of, emotions, a lot of drive, but what to do?
And how did you cope with it?
You wake up and, by work. So you have to work, not to pay attention at anything, because when you will stop, you will sink. It's like a shark. When she stops, she sinks. And I could not afford it because we have to pay very high rents for the offices, salaries, all the insurances. We have to cater for all the people who are working in the company. So it's not possible to stop. No.
And what's some of the toughest times the company's been through or you've been through with it?
The toughest times when you grew up, for example, some of your team members, and they go and set up their own business.
Ah, okay.
This is a little bit difficult. Yeah, when you put your heart and soul, but this is also fine. So this is part of life.
Now, you also sort of moved into a space dealing with, I'm going to get the right title, it's the Millionaire. It's an organization, isn't it, that's set up dealing specifically with high net worth individuals.
I joined also the Arts Club. First, I joined the Capital Club and the Arts Club. And then I started playing golf and I started playing tennis.
Playing golf. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I can meet my clients in these areas. but not in the restaurants, not how it's said, you understand, not sending letters.
And so, like I say, what is it about the high net worth individual that sort of attracts you to that market?
The thing is, these kind of people respect your time. They respect your efforts, your work. They never ask for discount. And this is the main thing.
Okay.
This is very attractive.
And so, because I think that the high net worth individual or individuals, they're quite fascinating people. And I definitely wanted to sort of get your take on what they're like. You know, obviously not naming names or anything like that, but it's you know, what have you noticed amongst these individuals that maybe sets them apart from the rest of us, if that makes sense? Like,
super charming people, super organized, super disciplined, and they never give up. Never. So basically, if to compare with sport, so different, how it's said, when the boxer falls down, he gets up. Yeah, he is beaten many times. So basically, this is part of the process. So, and they are enjoying the process.
okay. Do they have a different attitude towards money?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please expand on that.
So they consider funds and different assets as instruments. So this is what I like.
Okay.
And they cater for their families, you know. This is what I like. They like to make, they like to save the money, and they like to provide. These people are huge providers. They don't ask, I would say, strange questions. Why for women? Why you do this? Why you don't do this? And they are big supporters. This is what I notice, and this is what I like.
And so, again, like I say, I mean, obviously not naming names, but it's more because I think that people that look at high net worth individuals, they seem to think that they are very different to who, you know, sort of I am. And I wanted to ask, you know, do you see that they've all come from different backgrounds, or there's, like I say, is there rags to riches stories, as we say in the UK? So you've come from nothing and you're like a multi, you know, millionaire, billionaire, or have they come from means? Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to sort of humanize them a little bit more than just we look at them and see big yachts and private jets and.
Samuel, ask me a different question. What is my favorite TV program?
Ah, okay. No problem. What's your favorite TV program?
So my favorite TV program is Animal Planet.
Okay.
And when I watch Animal Planet, there's so much resemblance with the people.
Okay.
And you understand, those who were born to fly will never swim, and vice versa. So, and this is the answer to your question, you know?
I'm so
Yes,
glad you
yes.
answered that. I thought you were
Yes,
just
yes.
saying to me, no, I don't want to talk about that.
No. I answered your question. But the thing is, these people are born already with this energy. Doesn't matter how it's said, what is your background. Sometimes, yes, it matters with the old money, yeah? But all the ultra and high net worth individuals, they have different kind of energy. You know? They are on different vibrations.
Okay.
Exists.
No, 100%. Like I say, I mean, you live in this world and you're exposed to these individuals. I was just like trying to get an understanding of what it's like to be in that world, you know. Like you say, some people are born to fly. Fantastic. Now, another thing I looked at with you is that you deal a lot in the luxury space as well. And I did definitely want to ask you, what is it about the luxury lifestyle that you appreciate or you're attracted to? Because you do a lot with, you know, I've seen you in a lot of villas and fashion and garments and everything. So is it something you've always cherished, or?
The thing is, for me, what is luxury?
Yeah.
For me, luxury is the matter of choice. You know, when you have a choice, this is the best.
Okay.
You know? In many cases, luxury is how it's said. is your way to have better experiences and avoid not good experiences. So this is luxury, you know. And usually luxury has, how to say it correct? So you get quality, you know. So luxury is a quality.
Okay.
Being disciplined, organized, you know. Everything is delivered on time and with a lot of respect. This is what I like, you know.
Okay. And so, what are some of your favorite luxury brands then?
In clothes, cars,
Yeah.
where?
Oh, just what
Places.
whatever springs to mind. Like what is it? What is it you sort of, as they say, you sort of lean towards?
You know, when I finish any project, I go for 1 week somewhere abroad, and I'm in love with all kind of premium retreats, which combine traditional and non-traditional medicine.
Okay.
So I like going to Thailand, to different islands. There are special selected islands where you get these treatments, and after that you are like refreshed. I like to go to Italy so much. I like to go to fashion shows. Then also regarding like clothes, cars. What do you want to know?
Well, however you want to convey it, you know.
Okay, so for example, I like to feel comfortable. For example, if I go to a developer, of course I will be driving SUV. If I'm going somewhere else, I can afford a different car, you know, but everything should be according to the place. So for me, it will be awkward to go on Ferrari on a construction site.
Of course,
or
yeah.
something, you know, or all this show of things will be negative, I would say. So I like more quiet luxury, you know. And when you, when you do not step on someone's ego or something, I like very quiet appearance. So
I was going to ask you about quiet luxury, which
this is the best, Samuel.
Yeah, because the reason I'm asking about this is that, you know, I've never really understood it. Now maybe that's because I've never had the means to experience it en masse, but I've never, and I'm very happy to say it. You know, I appreciate cars. I appreciate. If it comes to clothes, I appreciate footwear. I think it's super important to have the right footwear and everything like this. But I'm not a fan of, and I never have been, of buying a T-shirt, you know, for however many hundreds, thousands of pounds that's got someone's name across the front.
No, forget about it.
Yeah, and this was why, as you said, quiet luxury. And I think another term for this is stealth wealth, which I looked up, which is where some of the very, very wealthiest people are just a blue T-shirt and jeans and everything like that. And that's why I sort of ask you about this, because I notice you do spend a lot of time in the luxury space. So I was interested to see about the quiet luxury. And so I don't know how to ask this question. It's like there's a lot of people that are top to toe in brands. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not a big fan of this.
And why? No. What do you? What?
For me, it's embarrassing.
I didn't know how.
Yeah, embarrassing. Sorry, I don't feel comfortable. You know, everything what is flashy, blah blah blah. Maybe I'm an introvert, you know, and I like to spend a lot of time with myself. You know, when you are in a creative or visionary process, you spend a lot of time with yourself. You don't deal with many people, and when you see this a flash here, a logo here, this, too many distractions, and I don't like distractions. You know, for me, this is sometimes a stress. If you will ask me, do I go to the malls for a luxury shopping? I would say no. Everything is being delivered.
Okay.
Or if I go for a luxury shopping, it will be Monday. Monday, when Dubai Mall will open, you know, and everyone is at work. So this is luxury for me.
So you prefer to actually go when it's quiet, not really be seen, sort of in, get what you need out, instead of this, look at me, look at me.
Why? I'm happy with myself.
No, I ask because, you know, you see this a lot here in Dubai, where there's, and I get it, there's luxury, and then I think there's real luxury, like you say, which is the quiet luxury, which is you're not here to flaunt what you're doing. You're not saying, like I say, you're not saying, look at the name across
But
my
Samuel,
clothes.
you see it, how it said, maybe these flashy things help in the business. We do not know. I never tried, you know. I never tried, and I do not fancy because I don't feel comfortable.
No,
I like when everything is simple, normal, how it said, delivered on time. Everyone is respected, so this is luxury for me. And all my clients, all my friends and partners, they won't understand something, you know, flashy. Of course, we do the openings of the premium clinics where we ask people to come, but also we do not ask 40 people to come. We will ask 15 people to come because all these people will be owners of the businesses, and I want to make the introduction to the owner of the clinic so she can understand who's in front of her. For example, maybe that will be a lady, an owner of a chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Another lady, she can own a real estate. And another lady, she can own a furniture factory. So you see?
So, because there's a term that I've heard and I use a lot, which is style over substance, which is where you look the part, but you're empty, if that makes sense. And so what I get from you is you're the other way. It's substance over style. It's respect, it's trust, and it's about the like I say, the high end and the quiet luxury and the stealth wealth kind of.
Samuel, I can also dress up.
Yeah.
But when it will be, how it's at a closed villa, you know? When I will not embarrass people. Why should I come in heavy jewelry like chandeliers or heavy, I don't know, earrings or rings on my fingers and embarrass you? Like, for example.
It's so refreshing to hear this.
Yeah. So I'm out of these embarrassments. I do not like when people embarrass me, and I don't like to be embarrassed as well. So
I really respect your honesty on the way you've answered that. It's very refreshing to just hear that because, again, here in Dubai, there is a lot of, like you've just said, earrings like chandeliers and everyone's dressing up just to go to breakfast, you know, and stuff like this. So
it could be, why not? Some women are born just to bring this beauty into the world. And they have this, you know, perception, why not?
Okay.
It's also, amazing. And they're brilliant at doing this. You know, I like to watch the girls who are, for example, with long hair, have amazing bodies. Why not? You know?
Okay.
Like you can look at everything, but the thing is with us, we do not discuss people. We discuss projects more. You know? So busy, but if someone is, shiny or beautiful, it's interesting. Why not?
Okay.
I like it. I like everything.
So what projects do you have coming up then? You know, what's the future holding for you moving forwards?
The thing is to build a franchise of MME Media. This is what I'm looking. At the moment, we are working for 22 Arabic countries digitally, 9 Asian and Italy. And my thing is to deliver marketing services at the best for my client. This is the thing. So we're focused on franchising now. And this is the whole process, you know, to find the partner and the right partner in the, in other countries.
How difficult is it to find the right partners?
It is difficult. You know how it's said, even to get married is easier. No, honestly.
Well, they do say that a business partnership is a marriage, you know.
It's more than a marriage, you know. So, yeah.
And what countries are you looking to get into next?
Now located digitally, as I mentioned, in 22 Arabic countries, in 9 Asian. And my schedule is built like this. So during end of November till May, we're here in the Gulf region. And then we shift for 1 month to Italy. And then we spend the other time with the projects in Asia. So,
okay, fantastic.
Like this. So basically, I put my passion for traveling into my business, and that's why I don't feel that I'm working hard. No, I'm enjoying the process, And I think I'm very lucky for that.
I mean, you've had such a sort of very interesting career. Like you say, you've come from a military family, wanted to be an actress, you've gone into media, you've ended up reading the news on the radio, reading the news on the television, sort of by chance coming to Dubai, do you know what I mean? Starting a business and flourishing. How long do you think you'll continue to go for?
Until I'm alive.
Okay, cool. Work till death. Okay, fair enough. And so, look, you know, believe it or not, the time has flown. And
I didn't feel the time with you, you know.
No, thank you so much. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm so glad you came on because we do not know each other at all. And I reached out to you through James, a mutual friend. Yeah. And I'm so glad you agreed to it. It's been fascinating.
But you see, the main thing, I said I trust you because I trust James a lot. And the thing is, I don't meet with James also a lot, but how said I see how professional he is at his work, super professional. So I'm just looking from the distance. We are in the same media area, and I respect from this professionalism. I don't know. For me, this is fascinating.
Okay.
This is, you know, this is for me. This is same thing as watching figure skating during Olympics, and when someone wins the first, the second, the third prize. So this is for me like watching my colleagues when they're getting successful. I don't know. I have goosebumps, you know, and I want to partner with these people.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
No, James is a great guy, and believe it or not, I didn't know him either. I sort of reached out to James, asked him this the way kind of this operates, right? Just kind of.
So this is about the energy, you know. Good energy attracts the right people, and yeah.
Well, as with all Tasty Humans guests, the last question I actually ask is if you could only say one thing, if you could only give one piece of advice to the people watching about life, about...
Be consistent.
Okay. You didn't even wait for me to read. You're like, straight away, yeah, this is it. Consistent. Yeah.
Consistent, yeah. Because, you know, sometimes people can be super talented. Then they can have different supports from their family, from their husbands. But if they are not consistent, everything can fall apart, you know. So being consistent and being disciplined will move mountains.
Fantastic. Well, Tatiana, thank you so much for coming. I wish you all the best. And all the best in the future.
Likewise, and I will be watching all your heroes who are coming to Tasty Humans. Yeah, can't wait.
Thank you.